Hello everybody, welcome back to the James Lawrence Allcott channel. Pretty special stuff here. You can see basically the Aussie players with their families. Aaron Moore, you can see him right there with his top off. And in the distance, those Argentina fans who we need to talk about. Really, really special game to be a part of today. Bless you, you see Aaron Moore there just hugging his missus. They gave absolutely everything tonight. And I'll see if I can get them in shot, the Argentinians, just one more time. It is 40 minutes since the game finished. 40 minutes. I think I just need to talk to you guys about football in general, really, because I'll probably get hammered for this, but I said to a few friends when I was coming out here, like, obviously there is the conflict in terms of how you feel about certain things, and then coming out here, you sort of wonder about a lot of it, and does it feel good? You know, that's a big thing for me often. Do you feel good? And I tell you what, there's been moments I think where you're kind of getting a bit confused at like things like the amount of the amount of fans for a specific player instead of a country, things like that. I found slightly off-putting, right? As an old school English fan, right? But tell you what, these guys, this is the most incredible fan experience I've ever had. And you're going to do jokes about being a QPR fan, fine, feel free. But regardless, the energy, the loudness, the romance of it, the feeling of it, it brought you back to thinking about how wonderful this game is. And actually, if we get onto the game, I want to talk about Australia as well, because the Australian fans are still actually over there. Quickly show them. There was such a little pocket that they were completely overrun in terms of noise by the Argentinian fans. I was speaking to an Argentinian today, and he was talking about how 35,000 people from Argentina alone have come to Qatar. There's 45,000 in this stadium, and I think 40-odd thousand were Argentinians. And just the range of songs, like, it's a bit like Glastonbury, you know, like being in a body of people and seeing that movement, that passion, is just honestly something that is really, really going to stay with me forever. Like the magic of that, the magic of it being the World Cup, the magic of watching Lionel Messi, who honestly, like, it makes you a little, if someone who's like been watching football for 30 years, right, it takes you back to being, Guillaume Balaguer said it on Dream Teams. He said, well, at your purest, you're a 12-year-old football fan, you know, you look at the game with those eyes. And to be here and to hear and feel and see what's going on here, and then be able to look at the pitch and see Lionel Messi, the world stands still when he gets the ball. That's going to feel over the top for a lot of you guys that obviously aren't here. But every single person who has seen Messi live, when he gets the ball, the world stops. We all go, wait, Messi. Like, when he gets the ball, it's like, in a certain area, I shouted, Messi, because something's obviously going to happen. And he has two brains. The whole time, he's got the ball, he's dribbling, which is obviously instinctive, and he's got two options at all times in his mind. There was a moment where he created a chance where they didn't score it, but he could have got himself, and he had that option if he needed to, but in the end he didn't need to. And he was so generous in terms of just giving the ball to others a lot of the time. He's just honestly mesmeric to watch. Yes, he's lost a yard, but he's just so special, and you know they've always got a chance. I think the rest of the team are in a good place. Martinez showed that tenacity. Overall, I think, have they come up against a really, really good side? No. And that will come, obviously, in the next round against the Netherlands, and we'll see the truth. We'll see how far Messi can take them, because honestly, what he's also doing, Messi, is he walks so much that there was a breakaway, and it's Lionel Messi, he's number 10, he's an attacking player, and he refused to run until the time was right for him, because he's 4 steps ahead. Honestly, really, really special. I want to talk about Australia. I thought they gave absolutely everything. It was one of those where They hung in there, and at 1-0, you're thinking, do you know what, you go in at half time, you take that because you want to get to extra time, you want to get to penalties, you know you're not, you know, the main team here, right? Second half, terrible mistake, or it's one of those where it's all or nothing when Matt Ryan comes out. I think he completely redeemed himself later in the game with some really, really good saves. Obviously, he'll be devastated with that second goal. But they hung in there, they really did hang in there, and did what they had to do and what they could do. The goal is from an outrageous deflection, but I thought Aaron Moy sort of hung in there, stuck to task. I thought Harry Souttar was that. I mean, that was so old school, wasn't it? Chucking him up top, and actually, I don't think he won many headers, despite that being the whole reason for it. But at the end of it as well, they went to make a little bit of chaos. They did. They had some real chances there to make it 2-2, and it's one where you cannot critique Australia in any way, shape or form, because they're, in terms of the players and who they play for and what they've achieved in this tournament, again, it's another reason why you can really love the game, because no one gave them a chance. I certainly didn't on this channel, and they proved me wrong, and I'm more than happy to be wrong time and time again, because Australia and the passion that you saw from those fans, that's what it's about. You know, we've got to, as I always think sport and football and life all mixed together, and you've got to remember to stay grateful. You know, don't be entitled. And I think we get carried away with that a lot in life. And, you know, someone's different to us, so let's turn our back on them. Let's get angry at them, or oh well, we've got these players, so let's expect this or expect that. Australian fans didn't expect a thing really. They just wanted their boys to give everything, and they can go home happy because they gave absolutely everything. And their fans hung in there as well when they were being completely drowned out by this lot that are still there, still singing. Never seen anything like it in my life. Pure romance all over the pitch here today. Messi scoring that goal, and the way he celebrates by just sticking his arms out and again just taking in the moment. Us as fans being able to enjoy Messi, us as fans being able to respect Australia, really special. And do you know what? I'm looking at the players now, and there's smiles on a lot of their faces. I can see Jackson Irvine there. I don't know if you can see it. He's talking to his family, and they're all okay, you know. They're all really proud of what they've done here today. And could it have been different? Yeah, of course. But do they go home incredibly proud? Yes. The celebrations for Argentina at the end were pretty strong. Sometimes that makes me a little bit nervous because I feel like you're maybe going a bit too far, but this is a passionate country that have flooded this country. So many Argentina fans, so many Mexico fans, those are the two. But obviously these guys are still here and in the competition. And you had a singing section in, let me just show you again, in the bottom tier, in the middle tier, in the top tier, bouncing away. I've got to say actually, head over to my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, I know it's a plug for it, but often when I'm watching the game, I want to watch the game, right? So I'm taking lots of like videos of the crowd and all that stuff, and the bouncing and the goals. And actually I did an Instagram of the moment and the goal with Messi, and then Instagram just like got rid of it. It's absolutely heartbreaking. But lots of great stuff on there. So if you haven't, at JLALLCOTT. Tomorrow it's England. But tonight it's about Australia. They can be super proud, and Argentina move on. Next one's the real one though. What I would say, what you guys won't know, is every single game is a home game. Every single game for Argentina in this competition is a home game. And how far that can take them, who knows? But regardless of any kind of weakness within their side, or a dependency maybe on a moment from Messi, Argentina games feel different. It's really special. The only contender can be Brazil when they both get in a stadium. Maybe that will come together in the semi-finals. But certainly, whoever they play next, obviously it's Netherlands, it will be flooded with Argentina fans. I've never seen anything like it. They're playing at home. And Australia really stuck to task, so they can be proud of themselves. Guys, if you enjoyed yourself, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell as well, and I'll see you in the next one.